Brian Branch, I would say right now, I would probably put him at second in my defensive rookie of the year race with his 25 tackles, his 21 solo tackles, his pick six. He's one of the highest pass deflections when it comes to rookies in the NFL. Brian Branch has been an absolute game wrecker, and he's been so important to this Lions defense. In 3 out of the 4 games, in game 1 against Kansas City, he had the pick six. In game 3, he had that game which he had 11 tackles, 11 solo tackles, 2 pass deflections, and 3 tackles for loss. And in the last game where he actually went out hurt for part of it, he led the team in tackles as well. So I'm not saying that he's necessarily going to win it, but the fact that he basically has the combination of flying to the football and making tackles, the big splash plays, and I would say right now in terms of defensive backs, even though Christian Gonzalez has played well and Devon Witherspoon has played well, he has been the best rookie defensive back so far. And the only rookie player that I would have ahead of him is probably Jalen Carter. So right now he would be number 2 on my list.
Yeah, and Jalen Carter, trust me, he's been a game wrecker for the Eagles. And for a defensive line that I thought was going to regress to some extent, losing Hargraves, no, they're pretty much on the same level. They got Jordan Davis, they have Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter should be the favorite, but I think second should be Brian Branch at this point. And you know what's more interesting? Like, yeah, defensive rookie of the year, that's big time. But let's look at the bigger picture. And Lucas, I sent you 2 screenshots I want you to put up whenever you get the chance to. It's a comparison between 2 players. One of them being Brian Branch, Detroit Lions rookie, drafted 45th overall. Safety out of Alabama. The second one, another safety out of Alabama, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who was drafted 11th overall, who's one of the better, if not the best safety in the NFL. 3-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. I went and looked at his first 4 games of his rookie year. This is the 11th overall selection. Reminder, their stats are very, very similar, all right? Minkah Fitzpatrick, through 4 games of his NFL career to start, drafted again, 11th overall. 29 tackles, 1 interception, and the top one is Minkah. The bottom one is Brian Branch, for those who it gets a little confusing. So I'll go through Minkah because he's the top one. 29 tackles combined, 1 interception, not for a touchdown, 3 pass deflections. Again, 11th overall. Brian Branch, 25 tackles, 1 interception, returned for a touchdown, and 4 pass deflections. 0 sacks for either player. Now, think about that for a second.
Let that sink in. Let that marinate.
Let that sink in. Minkah Fitzpatrick, 3-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. Like, defensive rookie of the year, yeah, cool. Like, that's you know, I hope he contends for it. I hope he wins it. But let's look at the bigger picture. You have a dude